Hey guys, it's Sarah, and let's talk about my birthday because it's happening next week. Next week on October 7th, I turn 39, you guys. 39, as in a year away from 40, as in last year of my 30s. So I was thinking, I just kind of had a little bit of an idea brewing in my head. This idea came from those Pinterest lists that are kind of like, 30 books to read before you're 30, or 20 books every woman needs to read in her 20s, things like that. And I thought it would be fun to do a little twist on that for my 39th year. So the last year of my 30s before I turned 40, I thought it'd be fun to kind of do my own little take on this list. The twist is that I'm going to need your help. So I am going to do 39 books to read before I'm 40. So 39 books, one for each year of my life so far, and I want to read all of them before I turn 40. Where you come in is I want them all to be suggestions from you guys. I want you to give me suggestions on what I'm going to read, and let me tell you how it's going to work. I love getting your book recommendations, and whenever I do get recommendations, I do write them down, but I rarely actually go and pick them up. So I want to change that. And the way I'm going to change that is I'm going to ask for your suggestions, and this is going to be a brand new thing. So even if you suggested things to me in the past, suggest them again because I'm going to have everything kind of limited to this video and this video series. I want you to give me book suggestions, and it can be pretty much anything. But I would like it to be something that you have read and that you've loved. And it can be something that you think everyone should read. It can be your favorite book of all time, anything like that. I want to read what you guys are enjoying as well so that we can communicate about that. The only books that are going to be off limits, I'm going to put a limitation on some of them. I do not want to read any political books written by any politicians or political memoirs or anything like that. I also don't want to read any celebrity memoirs. I'm very, very picky about the celebrities I choose to read about. So I would say just kind of stay away from those. And then any self-help or spiritual that are not faith-based, I guess you could say. I am a Christian, so I don't want to read anything, kind of far out there for me personally. That would not be comfortable for me to read. So I would stay away from political, celebrity, and self-help. But the first 39 people to give me a book suggestion on a book that I have not yet read, I will add that to my list. And feel free to recommend more than one book as well, just in case you recommend something I've already read. And when I hit 39, I will try to make sure that I have 39 different people. However, if I don't get 39 different people giving me book suggestions by the time I'm ready to cut the video off and do my TBR video, which will be the day before my birthday next week, then I can just go back up to the top of the list and see who gave me multiple suggestions, and I can pick more books that way. I will also be commenting back to you guys as immediately as I possibly can, and I will let you know if you gave me a suggestion on a book that I have already read, and that way you can suggest something else to me so you can still be in the mix on this. And then I will also let you know if you suggest something I haven't read that's going to go on the list, I will let you know that. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to make a big comprehensive list of the first 39 different book suggestions that I get from you guys. And I will be taking suggestions from not only this video, but also on Twitter and on Instagram and on Facebook, wherever people see this video, which can be on any of those. I'm going to be taking suggestions from there. So make sure if you guys want to be included on this list that you answer me back as soon as possible. And the way that this is going to work is the way I figured it. I'm going to have to read 3 to 4 books a month from this list because I'm going to be doing it starting in October, and I will be doing it up through the next October. So I want it to be from my birthday to my next birthday, from 39 to 40. So because of that, I'm going to need to read 3 to 4 books a month from this list, and I'm 100% willing to do that. And the way I'm going to pick them is that first, I am going to keep track on my list of the books that, number one, I own. If I own them already, they're readily accessible for me to go ahead and pick up. And number two, books that I get suggested that I'm really, really interested in. Maybe I've heard about them or they're already on my list to read sometime, and this is just giving me the push to actually read it. So one book every month is going to be something like that. It'll be kind of like my personal pick for the month. And then the rest of the books I'm going to pick out of a little TBR jar here. Now this is a TBR jar that my friend Roya made for me, and it was super sweet, and I love this thing. I did have book suggestions in here from her that were all thriller based. I have added those into my regular TBR jar so I can still pick from them, but I'm going to use this one specifically for this project. So this will be making an appearance in every single one of my TBRs from now until next October. And I am also going to be not necessarily purchasing every single book that you guys suggest to me. It's just going to depend. If I can get them from the library, I will try to do that. And if I can find a good deal on them, I will probably just go ahead and buy them, especially if it's something that's been on my radar anyway. I just don't own it yet. I will also probably download a few on my Kindle, and I can also look at some audiobooks. I'm also going to go ahead and say that I am going to reserve the right to DNF a book if it's something that I'm not personally enjoying. I will make a promise to you guys, though, to give every single book that I pick up from you guys at least halfway through. If I get to the halfway point and I'm just not enjoying it, it's just not a book for me, which has the potential to happen. We don't all have the same kind of reading taste, or some books don't work for us that, you know, would work for other people. And I promise to make sure I read at least half the book. And then if I do DNF it, you know, I'll explain why. And it's, you know, nothing personal. I'm going to go ahead and give you a short little list of books that I have already read. These are kind of like the more popular ones that a lot of people do suggest through recommendations and stuff. So I will go ahead and tell you a few that I have already read so that you don't suggest those to me. You can think of something else. So I've read things like Harry Potter, obviously, The Hunger Games, To Kill a Mockingbird, Pride and Prejudice, Gone Girl, which I don't shut up about still, The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo series, The Handmaid's Tale, and The Book Thief. So those are just some pretty popular books that I have already read. But again, if you guys suggest something that I've read already, I will get back to you as soon as I humanly possibly can and let you know that I've already read it and to ask for more suggestions. Maybe you can think of something else. Or if you just want to go ahead and give me, you know, multiple suggestions in one post, that's awesome. I can kind of pick from all your suggestions on which one I would like to put on my list. So basically, you guys are going to be picking a majority of my TBR from now until next October, and I'm really excited about it. I'm excited to see what you guys pick. I'm excited to see what some of your favorite books are so I can read them as well. I'm excited to get pushed out of my comfort zone a little bit and maybe read some books that I wouldn't normally pick up, or I'm excited to get the push to read something that's been on my shelves collecting dust for a few years already. But there's something in it for you too. So every quarter, from October to October of next year, I am going to do an update video, and I will show you all the books that I read for that quarter. So for that 3-month period, I will show you what I read from this list, and I'm going to pick whichever book had the highest rating for me. And if there's multiple books with that same rating, I will pick the one that I enjoyed the most. And the person who suggested that book to me, so basically my favorite of the quarter, they are going to get a prize. So that is a little incentive to really hopefully push you guys to get involved and to communicate with me and to give me book suggestions and just let me know what it is you guys enjoy reading so that I can share in that experience with you. So like I said, I'm only going to have 39 books on this list, so make sure if you want to be included in that, you let me know as soon as possible what you would recommend to me so that you could be included in this project with me. And as these suggestions are rolling in, I'm probably going to go ahead and add all of these onto my Amazon wish list, which if you ever want to see my Amazon wish list, I do have it linked down below in every single one of my videos. I think it's the last link on there, but I will go ahead and add all these on there. And I'm going to kind of use that also to keep my eye on prices. So if there's like big price drops or anything like that, I can go ahead and pick some of these up. So I am really excited to start adding to that as well. Okay guys, that's going to be it for me. So please go ahead and leave me suggestions down below. Join in with me on this project. It's going to be a year-long project. I'm really excited about it. I'm really excited to open up the communication between myself and you guys a whole lot more this year. And I'm just really excited to get to know you guys a little bit better and to know your reading tastes a little bit better, because you guys always hear what I'm reading, but I don't always hear what you're reading. I am going to leave these suggestions open until next Friday, which is October 6th. On next Friday, I'm going to be filming my TBR video, so I will be showing you the full list of the books that I'm going to be including on this TBR list for the next year. So again, I just want to go ahead and emphasize how important it is to get your suggestions to me as soon as possible so that you could be included in here. And I will have that TBR video posted on my birthday, which is October 7th. Okay guys, that's going to be it for me today. I am so excited about this project. I really hope that you guys are going to join with me on this for the next year and take this journey with me and just be a part of it. So leave me suggestions down below right now. Do it. And please leave me any questions that you guys have down below. I will try to answer them as best I can as well. And I will talk to you guys again soon. Have a great day. Bye.